Abadabada, abadabada. Wow. Wow, what a liar, huh? I was such a liar today, aha. Yeah, 7 p.m. EDT. It is currently 2 a.m. for me. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I was just okay. I have been I don't even. Oh my gosh, I am so like frazzle-brained or like whatever right now because it's like here's here's the thing. Here is the thing. I have been busy touching grass. Like I have been busy touching grass for like the past the past couple of days. And also today, like I don't know, I just didn't like. I was like. I didn't want it to end. Yeah. My bad. So yeah. I'm sorry.
But with that out the way.
Okay. Okay. No, I'm calm. Okay. I'm so calm. I am so calm. I am so calm. Never touch grass. What do you mean? Oh yeah. Actually, yeah. For the past like couple of days, I was just kind of cooped up in my room. Yeah. That's actually the truth. But yeah, I have been. This week has been really busy for me. As you can tell by like the schedule, I'm only streaming 3 times this week, because yeah, it just is. And then like next week school starts. So, anyways, with that being said. Day everything. I'm not wearing the I don't have the PNG glasses on. I don't have the PNG glasses on like for this because like I realized after watching the VOD of the previous one that like I move around way too much and I don't know, it was kind of annoying me. It was kind of annoying me that like, you know, the PNG wouldn't move around with me, obviously. Comp sci person? No, psychology. In any case, do I remember what the heck happened last time? I just remember being really bad at speaking. Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot that we're doing the all love ending route for New Game Plus. I just want to befriend everyone. Mostly everyone. Betty might go, yeah, sweet Betty. So yeah, I'm hopefully going to talk less scuffedly when like oh wait, disclaimer, wait, where is it? Was it where is it? There we go. Just to like put that there. Because I'm just doing this for fun. I like to like scuffedly analyze character psychologies and like my interpretation and like connecting the dots and everything. Betty and Nightmare, yeah, Nightmare's voice is so good. Oh my gosh. In any case, hold on. Where did we leave off last time? Noon sharp for Mr. 𝓐𝑪𝑗 ℙ𝕙𝙧. Michelin. Oh, Barry. Let's. You know what? Did you say you're a psychologist? No. I'm not. I'm just a student. Like, I'm just a psych student. Yeah. But it's like I like to have fun with this. But yeah, take everything I say like with a huge grain of salt because, like, yeah. There are a lot of things that I don't remember. Also because it's been a while, like a year since my last psych course. Until like next week, where I have a child development psychology course. Finally. Oh my gosh, I missed learning about psychology. Speaking of psychology, let's analyze Mr. 𝓐𝑪𝑗 Barry Styles.
Hello, beautiful.
The personification, not personification, the what's it called? The embodiment of the ADHD community. Every time, here's the thing, like for last stream, oh my gosh, I'm yapping so much. My mind is frazzled. I've been talking all day today. Holy cow. Someone stole my number one what place of being like ADHD stuff. Wait, I should capture my cursor for this because I realize I do kind of like to. Okay, there we go. And then right. Okay, you can see my cursor now, maybe? Yeah, just to like, because I do tend to yap for a lot and then move my mouse around a lot for this. Okay. Hello, Barry!
That's the spirit?
Aw, cute!
I just remembered I've been working on another one of my world-famous styles profiles TM surveys.
Yeah, so last time we talked to Barry, we analyzed his, romance ℙ𝕗𝓭. Not yet. I'm mainly focusing on the ones that I can like. I have a lot more to say in terms of skillfully. What's it called? After for like skillfully psychologically analyzing them. So last time Barry, we helped with his memory problems. That I also have. Oh my gosh. Okay, besides the point. My mind is frazzled. Sorry if I'm all over the place today. This is also going to be a short stream because I need to wake up early for tomorrow.
I'm calling my quizzes styles profiles now because it's definitely a thing, I swear. Last time, we took a trip to the wonderful world of cosmetic products, but looking good is only part of feeling good, is it not? For the next stage of my artistically audacious audit, I've drummed up a series of questions all about hygiene and freshness. In a second round, I like to call Coming Clean.
Okay. I'm like, I need to like get back into the zone of this. Next stage, artistically audacious audit. A bunch of... Oh, maybe hyperlexia? Nah, I'm not gonna touch upon like hyperlexia because I personally like don't know much about it at all. Okay. Sounds great. Love talking detail, personal hygiene, myself and others. Very like we just like we have to like be kind to him because like with no. My mind is frazzled. I need to take it slow, okay? Yeah, of course, Barry. Sounds great. I love talking in detail about the personal hygiene habits of myself and others.
Oh my gosh, me too.
Taking interest in his interests.
It's easily in my top 5 things to discuss with friends and strangers.
Especially since like he absolutely, like you know he really is into cosmetics after all, considering that he is our beauty supplies, and because of that, like because of that intense interest, there is kind of just like a natural sense of him to just explain everything about like what's it called? Like explain everything surrounding the topic. Because of just like, it's what you're interested in, right? And so it's like you talk like someone, just like talk all about it, basically. I love this. Yeah, this game is so good. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Of course, I've ensured that none of these questions are too personal, darling. As someone who hangs out in a bathroom all day, I totally understand the importance of discretion.
Full-time VTuber psychologist. VTuber, honestly, like I want to like get my degree in order to kind of like help transfer that knowledge onto like I guess like the online space, like making it like spreading awareness and like indirectly helping others and stuff like that. Love commentary. Never seen anyone analyze the characters before. Yeah, because it's like,
It's a silly dating sim at the end of the day. And so it's like, you know, people play this game because
the characters are like very attractive and such, but it's like the writing for like the lore of the characters. Oh my gosh, it goes deep. What about the best characters though? What do you mean? Someone who hangs out in the bathroom. Oh, they totally understand the importance of discretion. This is Harper. Oh my gosh, yeah. I talked so much about like Dirk and Harper like in the last character analysis stream of Update Everything. Like Harper, yeah, there's too much to say about that couple, or I guess now ex-couple. Didn't see it. Yeah, the VOD is still is there though, in case if like you want to rewatch it, or like not rewatch it, in case if like you want to see it. Understand the importance of discretion. Yeah, I mean this is mainly just here to like, you know, let the person playing know that like, oh yeah, it's not gonna like dive into too personal of like hygienic questions. But also, like, he probably feels the need to share this because of the fact that, like, you know, just kind of making sure that, like, the other person is, like, is feeling comfortable, right? Comfortable with what he's going to say, because he probably really thinks about... Oh my gosh. It's always such a trip talking to Barry and like talking about Barry, because it's like my own ADHD. It's like I feel like it gets exemplified even more. But yeah. Hey Harper, her actions are like she does need to take responsibility for her actions. But like, yeah, by analyzing like how she probably like got to that point, like, and what she has and stuff, like, I don't know, her character is really deep, surprisingly. Or not surprising. All the characters are like pretty deep. But yeah, Barry is also probably like, you know, he's constantly thinking about like what he needs to say next to the other person, like analyzing the situation and then saying like what needs to be said, stuff like that. Yeah, please tell me more, Barry.
Right. So last time we talked tweezers, we talked makeup, we talked aesthetic.
Okay, I wouldn't say Harper did nothing wrong
this
now.
Time around, in the interest of getting to know you more and work out exactly how best to get you at your best, I've got a whole set of queries about the product you like when getting fresh.
Okay.
So, what do you think, hon? Are you up for Styles Profiles TM? Round 2, coming clean.
Yeah, sure thing, Barry.
Well,
sure
suck
thing.
me up with soap and foam. I'm so excited. Okay, here we go. Question 1 for round 2 of Styles Profiles TM, which is absolutely gonna be a thing. When it comes to toothpaste, which brand best pleases your pearlies?
Which is absolutely gonna be a thing. That's an extra line that didn't need to be said, but it was said anyways. I find that, like, myself included, but like, so like from my experience and from what I guess know, is that like, you know, a lot of those like with ADHD do tend to, again, not to diagnose Barry, obviously. Also, what do you mean if Barry was cool? Barry is cool. Yeah, like they feel the need to add a bunch of like extra details just to like basically paint the whole picture of things, like make sure that they're not missing out on anything that could be relevant, like trying to put the whole truth into perspective, because everything seems important, even though looking back at it or like to the other person, it's like it's a little detail that you know, it really didn't matter at the end of the day of like if it were to be said or not. So like, for example, though, which is absolutely gonna be a thing, that part is like probably an example of that. Barry definitely has ADHD to look at his shirt. Okay, fair enough. I'm kidding, but yeah. I like how the, I like how the mesh is like, you know, because his whole jacket and stuff is a whole like makeup bag, right? And then there's a little pouch, a mesh pouch. I like how that was like deliberate. Ooh, there are certain brands I love, Barry.
Do tell.
So I think, I think I like 𝓤𝕙𝕝𝕝𝕝.
Possibly my favorite too.
Really?
Funny how it started life like that shampoo for horses did.
Oh!
A product for animals that somehow transitioned to people use.
And then like all the extra details about like this one thing, because he has the knowledge of it, and so because he has the knowledge of it and his love for the topic and everything, he feels the need to like, you know, explain, or not even just feels the need, he both wants to and feels the need, I guess, to like explain every little thing he knows about like everything to do with it. Ring mentioned the big 2025. Well, like it's kind of like, I guess, fishnets. I think that was like what I meant to say.
Of course, 𝓤𝕝𝕝𝕝 had a harder time getting off the ground, since it was originally intended as a toothpaste for birds, and well, yeah, they didn't really.
Yeah, I also need to remember to like not, or like try to like get myself as try to remember to like not get too immersed into this. Because then, first of all, I'll be friend joining everyone, and second of all, I wouldn't be like talking out loud about like my thoughts on everything. Do I wear fishnets as a shirt? It does work really well as a shirt though, and like especially paired with the right outfit and stuff.
Luckily, it was just regular old toothpaste, so they eventually relaunched it after sinking about $2 million, give or take, into focus testing. Anyway, I don't mean to floss over dental care, but we can't get incisive over just one subject. It's time to think about soap. Real straightforward one, this. When it comes to hand soap, how should it be? Bars or liquid, blocky or squirty? Do they need to be a classic brick or bottles of squeezy wetness where it's at?
Ooh, hand soap?
When you've got it in your hands, should you be rubbing or pumping?
Ooh, that's... Okay, you know what? No, I know this. This is easy. Liquid soap. Liquid hand soap is the best.
Exactly,
but also...
Of course! I always like to say that there is no wrong way to soap. Well, unless you're using mincemeat or soup or bird's nests or something. But, assuming you're soaping correctly, you cannot soap incorrectly. Bars of soap and liquid soap are equally valid.
For sure, for sure.
On preference and pre-existing skin conditions.
Exactly.
I think the war between bar users and liquid users has gone on far enough.
Definitely, yeah. I agree.
Okay, next question. No questionnaire on hygiene and cleanliness can be complete without discussing sponges.
How did someone wear fishnets as a shirt? Yeah, they do make those. Pants. I mean, there's also like, you know, fishnet gloves. So it's basically just a different combination of like working with fabrics and, you know, stuff like that. Probably.
Its absorbency and non-judgmentally forgiving nature makes it a household name in many household. Plus, it's just fun to say, isn't it, love? Sponge.
Sponge. Barry, come back to me. Focus.
Spongus.
Spongus.
Huh? Oh, sorry, I got caught in a word loop. You know when it just gets weird and you can't stop thinking about it?
Yeah. With the whole sponge thing,
Would it be considered as vocal stimming? I'm not really too sure. But like focusing on stuff and yeah, it's a great example of how like I guess like yeah, it's a good example of how, you know, one can jump from or like one can be saying one topic, right? And then suddenly like something in that conversation, like one word or something just like kind of piques, you know, their interest, or like they can't really stop thinking about it, and then like they get distracted from that word. So in Barry's case, it was like, you know, he wants to what's it called? It's like he suddenly just went into a word loop of just like saying the name sponge over and over again, completely forgetting that the whole point of this, the main point, was to like ask us about sponges, because he got distracted by the word sponge and then he started thinking about the word sponge. Probably. Got caught up in the word loop. You know, when it just gets weird and you can't stop thinking about it. Yeah, oh my gosh. For real.
Glad to hear it. Right. Sponges come in many varieties, only adding to their allure and popularity. But if you were offered a lifetime supply of sponges right now, with the proviso that you can only have it in one basic format forever, which would you go for?
Ooh, Hold on, I need a clarification. When I get a new sponge, is it the exact same one? You have a working carbon monoxide detector?
Powdering with the same brush.
I don't know what you're like trying to set this up for, but I mean, probably. I'm pretty sure it's required in every house, is it not? Yeah, and also like the clarification thing. Yeah, sometimes the player options also tell us some stuff, but hold on, let's let Barry go on first, I guess.
That thought crossed my mind on more than one occasion, but I wasn't sure if anyone else would care enough about the details.
Might be broken. Oh, why do you say so? If it was, I feel like I would be in a lot of a worse state right now, to say the least. Crossed my mind on more than one occasion, but I wasn't sure if anyone else would care enough about the details. Like, care enough about the details. Wait, if anyone else would care enough to know about the details. Care enough about the details. Sorry, I'm like trying to think. Because like, yeah, for things like these, it's like when you're super into a topic. Also, I guess I'm just gonna say, like, you know, those who are neurodivergent in general, like, for this, instead of like specifically saying like ADHD for Barry, because again, not to diagnose, because I can't diagnose, and even if I could, there's simply not enough information to. But like, I don't know, I did see that there were a lot of like also like autistic people who also like found very like pretty like very relatable and stuff. May I steal your voice? Is that supposed to be a compliment? I don't know. Legally depends on the country. Oh, really? And so, in any case, for for topics, I guess like yeah, for special interest, like or just these topics that one is heavily interested in. Like typically, no matter like what the interest is, the neurodivergent individual would like really research, like, well, basically be like super duper thorough about like finding out all the details about all the like everything to do with that topic. And so like because Barry, like, you know, absolutely love beauty stuff, because I mean he is also beauty supplies, but that's kind of besides the point. Like it's clear that like it's already shown that he knows a lot about like this topic in general, like with all the little fun facts and the ramblings ons about like the history of like certain beauty supplies and other such things. Ow, what's God? Oh shoot! My mind. Wow, my mind is absolutely frazzled right now. Oopsies, my bad. And so because like, oh yeah, wasn't sure if anyone else would care to know about the details, because like a lot of neurodivergent individuals you know, growing up are often told of like, hey, like by others, like peers, I don't know, maybe teachers, own parents, siblings, etc. Just like other relationships in general, of like, oh, like you're talking too much about this. Obviously, like not verbatim. It's usually a lot more like subtle. Sometimes subtle, sometimes like more direct and blunt. And so like because of that, sometimes, a lot of the times, in addition to like the mask that someone like what's it called? Yeah, like especially, I'm so sorry for the pause. Especially like with the mask that neurodivergent individuals often do learn to like wear growing up and such. It kind of, they kind of just learn to, you know, not really talk about it, because or like try to not really talk about it as much, no matter like how much they want to talk about it, because of the fact that like, you know, they've been subjected to a bunch of criticisms in the past. Also, I don't understand the carbon monoxide detector like joke thing.
I know the answer, though, and I think the Sponge Authority, I've got a whole extended universe involving them, would offer you a range of sponges in the format you've chosen.
Are you neurodivergent as well, or have friends who are? Both answers are yes, yeah.
Since they're not doing this as some sort of twisted monkey sponge curse in which you get so much of your favorite sponge you go to hate it, trapped in an endless hell of your own making.
Again, like with the details, like the additional details that no one really asked for. However, like it's just so natural to say stuff like this, or like to go into detail and depth about just like the thing that you're interested in. Yeah, trypophobia too? Not really. Yeah, not really. Sometimes sometimes the like a bunch of like small holes like clustered together does kind of freak me out a bit, but yeah, I wouldn't say that I have trypophobia.
I've definitely not been writing a novel based on this idea, but if I did, I'd call it Be Careful What You Wash For. Also, you can pick any color you like every time.
again, with the, you know, kind of... I guess this is kind of diverging from the topic. Or like the question that was already like asked. Wait, what? Yeah, it's like kind of like diverging from the topic that we were on before because of the fact that he said like the idea, I forgot that what he said, but okay, that's fine. And then that reminded him of like, oh yeah, like there's this novel, you know, be careful what you watch for, and then, you know, focusing on that, he kind of forgot like what we were talking about in the first place. Probably. I'm gonna say probably a lot for these, considering that what's it called? Smile. Considering that, you know, take everything I say about this like with a grain of salt. I'm just having fun here. Is a trypophobia thing that's similar to autism? No, trypophobia is the fear of like small holes, like usually in like clusters is like where you would see them. Yeah, that answers my question perfectly, Barry. Thank you. What am I thinking of then? What are you thinking of? You could describe it, mayhaps. Timothy, I still don't know what this guy like might have, because like I keep on alternating between the opinion of like him having like OSDD 1B versus like autism. I did say last stream that like I'm under the belief that like if we were to diagnose him again, like just because someone shows symptoms of something doesn't necessarily mean that they like definitely have the disorder or something. Like there's a lot that goes into it. Sister of autism? Let me think. I'm not really too sure. It is also very late for me, so that might also be why my brain is working even less. Boom. But yeah, like the more I... Oh, right! I forgot! Oh my gosh. I did... Okay, I tweeted about this like when I decided to like do it. But like in my... I decided to dedicate like a save in like a different account to do like kind of like an all hate ending run, which absolutely pained me. Oh my gosh, like I was not having fun, but it's like for the sake of lore, yeah, it's actually, hold on, I need to I should probably like put the so sorry, let me get the Google document out. Because like in the hate save, there are a lot of like new dialogues, like with the different dialogue options that you can choose that does give more lore into it. So like for Timothy and Timmy, oh my gosh, why did I write so much? I guess I won't talk about the Timmy stuff before like we meet him, I think. But like, yeah, like for Timothy, like something that I wrote is that like, okay, again, like depending on like the dialogue choices, right, that like you choose, which sadly like in the all hate, like in the hate everything run, like you know, you kind of have to pick the meanest option. And like one of the things that he says, that Timothy says, is that like, or not even that he says, just something. Actually, no, it's both that he says it and the narrator says it as well. Of how like the ticking of a clock, or like, you know, ticking to himself since he is the clock, like calms him down. Like, and I'm thinking that's probably because of the fact that it makes him feel like he's in control. Because the whole thing with Timothy is that he's... Oh, wait, let me put like chat over here. Chat over here. And then move this like over here. Where is it? Where's the Google Doc? Ah, okay, move this window over here.
So sorry for the scuff. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Yeah, the whole thing like with Timothy is that like he's so uptight about the schedule. Like he's so uptight about the schedule so that like no one will see Timmy, right? And so like and so it's like maybe like the fact that maybe the fact that like, you know, the ticking of a clock is like calming to him, other than the fact that he is a clock, obviously, is because like, you know, it's really repetitive. Maybe like it's some sort of stim as well. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what this guy has. Or like might have. He's so silly. He really is. Oh my gosh. I love this guy so much.
Almost late. Almost.
Hello, my darling clock.
Sorry, did I make it all right now, Timothy?
Yes, indeed. You're just in time. Tell me why you've sought me out. Aside from the pleasure of my absolutely sparkling wit and golden company.
Trypophobia. Trypophobia is the fear of small holes, though. Unless I'm wrong about that? Because this is the second time that trypophobia has been mentioned. Sparkling Wind Gun Company, hee. Is that not enough?
Oh, well, of course it is. I am just surprised. Few in this house can appreciate
Oh my gosh, I need to
kindness,
analyze, right?
my specialized
Okay.
knowledge of time and timepieces alike.
Sparkling Wit and Golden Company. That, again, I am definitely looking too deep into these lines because, I don't know, that's just kind of what I'm doing. Making fun of the other person? Oh no! Don't do that though. Like, they were genuinely, like, confused about it. Which, honestly, happens way too often. Especially, I'm especially guilty of this, like, when I was younger. Even, like, now a lot of the times, too. But yeah, Sparkling Wit Golden Company, he's, like... Oh my gosh. I really don't know what to say for this guy, because... Okay, if Timothy... I'm more and more inclined to believe that he does indeed have, like, a dissociative disorder. As opposed to just strictly only having... like, only being autistic. Because of the fact that it really... Like, Timothy and Timmy do seem like... Like, they are completely... different people, basically. And another tidbit of lore that I learned during the hate everything save that absolutely destroyed my mental state, but that's besides the point. Is that like, okay, hold on, I need to like look over at the freaking Google Doc, because similarly to Barry, my own memory is slightly questionable with this. Is that like with Timmy, at the end when you get like if you see Timmy's final interaction in the Hate Everything run, he makes it known that like he absolutely like cannot stand clocks. And like, you know, he says that like he'll destroy Timothy and also you, right? In the hate route. Like I like because he was when talking to us, he suddenly like got not jump scared. I guess kind of jump scared, sure, whatever. Let's go with that. By the chiming of like the clock bell or just like the tick-tock ticking and such. And so like at first, oh my gosh, I thought that he was going to like pull out the pocket watch and then destroy it. Because like here's another reason. Oh my gosh, I am all over the place. Cool. Here's another reason why I feel like maybe maybe a dissociative disorder might be more applicable to Timmy as well. Because Timothy is the clock side, like strictly the clock side. Timmy is the cat side. And so like they're both like they're both one. Both are him. Both are Mr. Timepiece. Right? However, there are two also like very distinct entities, question mark. Language is not languaging. And so oh my gosh, it is so late. I can't, my mind is so frazzled. This is the third time I said that. Oh my gosh, that I'm gonna not talk about this. And so like especially with the first line of Timmy's that we will analyze later again, being shoot. Yeah, the first line of Timmy's, or like when he tries explaining it, being like that, you know, Timmy has a condition and it's tied to the clock. I was so confused about, again, we'll get to there when we get to there, but I was really confused about that for the longest time. But then like the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, maybe he just means it as in like, you know, the cat and the clock. He's a cat clock. Like you can't separate, because like the cat clock is connected to each other, like, you know, in their objects, like you can't really separate that. It means that it does seem to mean that like you know, the cat, like the cat is also part of the clock. Like it's also him, but it's also not, it's not Timothy. This is not making sense. We love to see it. And also no, that part we'll get to later. Yeah, 3 a.m. for me. Yeah, me too. Need to wake up at 10. I need to wake up at like, oh my gosh, what's it called? I need to wake up at something. Like 8 or 7 or something. I am not getting sleep tonight. Oh my gosh. Like your accent can't place it though. Yeah, my voice and also accent, or quote unquote accent, like fluctuates a lot. Yeah, I am Canadian. It's just like, I don't know, I grew up like like I'm someone who picks up things like very easily from others, and also like I was always like, I was exposed to a lot of like diversity growing up, which I really like. Like I'm really glad that that happened. But like, yeah, because of that, like I was also exposed to a bunch of different accents, and also with, you know, the internet, a lot of the videos I watched when I was younger was or like a lot of the creators were either like British or Australian. So, yeah, I don't know. My accent is... If I even have an accent... Okay, technically everyone has an accent. That's besides the point. My
speech is something. I don't know what it is. It just is.
Pronounce certain words Canadianly. I don't even know what that means. Few in this house can appreciate my timeliness, my specialized knowledge of time and timepieces alike. Last time I was analyzing, like, Timothy's first interaction, I did say that, like, you know, perhaps his special interest, because he is, like, you know, very, very autistic coded, it seems. Like, perhaps his special interest is, you know, clocks. Obviously, because of how much he talks about it. However, I'm not really too sure anymore. Because of the fact that, like... Because of the fact that also... In one of the... Again, the hate ending... the hate ending for him... hate everything run for him really coming in handy with the lore. Where one of the dialogue options that he can say is that, like, he says something among the lines of, like, how he is, like, enriched by he is enriched by the fact that by forcing, or like he's enriching his life by forcing himself to, like, care so much about the pocket watches. And I just saw the word forcing and I'm like, forcing, huh? That's a very interesting term to say for something that you supposedly really like. And he also says, like, the word, like, enriched, like, so many times, like, putting heavy emphasis on it. Like, I am enriching my life by forcing myself to attend to the pocket watches or clocks or whatever the thing is after that. And then, like, he keeps on saying, like, I am enriched by something also related to clocks and time, obviously. Can you talk to Diana after him? I love Diana! Oh my gosh, I love Diana so much. For sure. Yeah. And so, that kind of brings me to think, does he actually like, you know, clocks and stuff then? Because, for, like, I would assume, could be wrong, but I would assume that, like, if he had a special interest in clocks, then he wouldn't be saying that, like, he's forcing himself to do this. DID? Probably not DID, but probably, like, OSDD-1B, which is otherwise specified dissociative disorder 1B, which is essentially, to sum it up, it's like dissociative identity disorder, but without the amnesia part, as, like, that part is part of the criteria to diagnose DID. So, yeah, I don't know, because of the fact that there are also, like, theories that Timothy is just an autistic mask for, like, Timmy, his true self. And it's like, I can see that as well. His character is also just, like, very autistic coded in general, but, like, I don't know. I think I'm leaning more towards, like, him having a dissociative disorder, though. Anyways.
I am glad to hear you are not like the others.
Hee.
What might we discuss then? My love life may be on hiatus, but as they say, a broken clock is right twice a day.
Timothy looks at you for a few moments, clearly expecting something.
Okay, sorry.
Yes. Well, let us start with the most important thing.
Parents don't believe in ADHD or autism. That truly sucks. Yeah. Well, that's. I guess that's mental health for you. Like, yeah, that's mental health for you, huh? Because there's still like so much awareness, so much of everything that can like be done to like improve it and like improve like awareness and everything. Scientologists, life is a prison.
I don't know if I understand.
Timeliness next to godliness, as they say.
It's that important. Yeah, apparently the saying is cleanliness next to godliness, I think. I don't know. I genuinely do not know the saying. Scientologist, I never heard of that term before. It's that important?
It is the most important.
The most important because any deviations from the schedule will bring out Timmy. His alter. Should I even... If I'm going to be, you know, thinking that he has an dissociative disorder, specifically like OSDD1B, then probably it's fine for me to like use the word like alter, for example. But yeah, because like it's the most important because he doesn't want anyone else knowing about his quote unquote what he calls the less desirable version of him, which is Timmy. Because what would the rest of the house think? You don't know about Scientology? Yeah, I never heard of it. Is it just like the study of all sciences?
Imagine, if you will, you show up to a date showered and clean, but 2 hours late.
And then also like with the timeliness and stuff, relating to autism, like ASD, autism spectrum disorder, because no for the like what I guess Scientology to be. Oh shoot, what was I saying? Right. Because having a schedule is good for predictability. Like, if someone says that they're... This is so ironic considering that we don't talk about the fact that this was technically supposed to be at 7. That's besides the point. Like having that sort of schedule and knowing, like, if someone says that they're going to be somewhere at a certain time and like they come at that exact time, like you can predict that, like you're able to like mentally prepare yourself for that. But then like if they're any early or if they're any late, then like that unpredictability causes a lot of like anxiety, and that's typically something that's like pretty common for those who are autistic. At least I'm pretty sure. I don't remember if that was part of the DSM criteria at all. However, I do know that it, like, a lot of autistic folk do tend to... It's... Suddenness, unpredictability... Not like.
Does your cleanliness matter then? I think not.
Well, okay. Here's the thing. It depends on how cleanly you are, right? It's like, if your date, like, I don't know, if they haven't showered for, I don't know, a day or two, then I think, like, okay, it's, like, sure, like, timeliness can be more important. But if they haven't showered for, like, a week, then, like, I don't know, like, please, you know, mayhaps, please. do that, I can wait. I can wait the 2 hours. So I think it matters a lot, actually.
You are simply wrong, my friend. Timeliness above all else.
But.
Timeliness.
Oh, okay.
Oh dear, how me flies.
Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe I need to change it to this? Huh. Yeah, I don't know then. I keep on forgetting to, like, change the chat sending, like, the top part. Huh.
I must away quite soon, but before I go, I want to be sure I've
Oh,
imparted
wait.
my wisdom to you precisely as I meant to.
Okay, it's not showing up, like, on, hold on. Maybe if I refresh? Dang, okay. Okay, no, I see... Okay, no, I just turned it to... I just changed the chat setting a little bit because I keep on forgetting to do that. And it's like, no, I want to see, like, everything you guys have to say. Cult that's considered a religion by the government. Oh, scam people, ruin their lives, don't believe in mental illness. Oh! I see. I did not know that. Oh my gosh. Huh. Well, you learn something new every day. I see. Yeah, I don't think I like that very much. Yeah, thanks for letting me know.
What did you learn from me today?
It's okay to show up to your date disgusting as long as you're on time. Timeliness.
Exactly. Just so. Just remember, there is always time for timeliness. Now leave me. I've run out of time for this conversation.
Can't sleep, oh no.
If you wish to speak again, find me at 3 p.m.
Insomnia do be not
Precisely
good.
at 3 in the afternoon. Farewell.
Okay, Timothy, I shall, maybe, perhaps do that. Who knows?
I don't remember what all the other saves were about. Okay, Miss Diana! Oh, I love her, I love her, I love her.
A strange figure stands before you, a whirlwind of conflicting energies and vibes. Manic and dignified, friendly and intimidating. She's just
Alright,
like
I can
you couldn't
skip
have
the
imagined
narrator
as
because
you
there's New
approach
Game
her.
Plus.
She
Okay. You know what? Good point, yeah. Yeah, so with Diana, her whole story is about trying to separate herself from us because of the fact that she is our diary, and so she's absorbing, like, she doesn't know who she is. She needs to, like, figure out her own identity because she doesn't know, like, okay, what thoughts, what experiences is her, the book itself, like the diary itself, the physical object, and what experiences and such were ours, like the main characters.
But the blue one, and then the butterfly. Why is there so much sand? Ugh.
So Diana coded, what does that mean? Yeah, so like straight away. Oh, right, with the Diana like hate run. Oh, again, I cannot. Like, it absolutely killed me to do the freaking like hate endings for these characters. But besides the point, lore. Lore. Yeah, it's that, like, I find it so fascinating how in Diana's like regular story, she is like, as you progress her story, like as you interact with her more, she starts seeming, how she talks is a lot more cohesive. Like, you can at least I can like understand what she's saying more compared to and that's also because like she's able to separate, like, you know, what she's feeling and like her experiences from our experiences. Or like a mix of Diana and Beverly. I don't know what that means. Please explain. Oh my gosh. Wait, actually... Actually, no, maybe don't explain.
Who knows?
Yeah, and then like in her hate route, she becomes like less and less comprehensible. At least like that's from my perspective. Like I kind of understood her less and less because of the fact that like she's like our experiences are starting to like swallow her up more and more.
Why is there always sand in places where sand should never be?
Sand in places where sand should never be. It is hard to differ, especially like in the first maybe first 2, 3 maybe? I think 2 for sure though. Interactions, it's kind of difficult to separate like, okay, logically speaking, what experiences did Diana, the journal, the diary have, the book itself, compared to like, okay, what experiences did we have? Like for example, why is there sand in places where sand should never be? Meaning, like it could be her thoughts, because like, oh, maybe sand got in between the pages, like her experience, that could be her experience. But then in our experience, like sand, I mean, hey, sand can get everywhere, right? And it can be like so tough to like clean up and such. I don't like any of these answers, man. Wow, I really don't need this craziness right now. Excuse me?
The sand on the beach was stuck under my nails. But I've never been.
Sand on the beach was stuck under my nails, meaning our nails. The, like the MC's nails. The human's nails. Us. Our experience. But I've never been is her questioning whether she, like, whether her herself, the book, the diary, has been brought to the beach. And so like that conflicting, this constant like conflicting thought patterns is always like, it makes her, you know, it's not a good feeling. I don't really know like how it could even be described. Just like, you know, a loss of identity, not knowing who you are, is putting it lightly. And I'm sure that like we already know that, right? But yeah.
Have I been to a beach? Why would I have been to a beach? Why can't I remember?
Like it could potentially like be making her like loathe herself as well, like having like some sort of like self-loathing and such, because it's like, oh my gosh, like she's beating herself up for like, oh my gosh, why can't I remember this? Why do I feel like this, but I also feel like this completely opposite thing at the same time? And it's like, what is wrong with me? The whole idea, the whole feeling that she's probably experiencing is, oh, just what is wrong with me? Who am I? That seems to be like the main things Diana might be feeling. I mean, you might have been to a beach, I'm not sure.
Funny timing, band leader. It's a bad rhythm you're leading.
It's a bad rhythm you're leading. This is most likely our experiences. Because at this point, actually I don't know.
Too much percussion. Far too much booming and banging around in here.
Yeah, like in the beginning, it's really difficult to like to separate like, okay, what might be her experience and what might be ours. Because like this can definitely be like, you know, the book's like opinion of like what she thought about it. Because like while her consciousness the fact that like later on it does kind of never mind. Ignore what I was gonna say. But also it could be, you know, the MC's experience for obvious reason. I didn't mean anything bad. Whatever I said, I'm sorry.
Nobody ever means it. Nobody ever means anything.
This is probably a line that we wrote, huh?
That's the problem. Pushing the button. I didn't mean it. Smiling at the man across the room, and when he comes over with a lace drink in his hand, I didn't mean it.
Oh! I see! Oh my gosh. I just realized the whole, like, I guess, like, nonsensical nature of how everything is being said is probably, like, you know, flipping through the pages, which would make sense with her theme, which is called Pages and Pages and Pages. Like, flipping through just a random page in a book and then reading a line, flipping to another random page, reading a line. Hence why nothing is connecting as well. You need to do ASMR? I don't know. Like, if I were to do ASMR, the only thing that I'm interested in is, like, maybe, like, positive affirmations. Like, not the... I guess not the, like, stereotypical, like, YouTuber ASMR that, like, everyone... that, like, you know, people typically think of, because I'm just simply not comfortable with that. But yeah, I have been considering, like, maybe sometime, like, some sort of, like, positive affirmations ASMR, just because, like, you know, everyone... a little bit of positivity is always nice, you know? Just people... having people, like, feel loved. Like, sometimes you just need a, like, cheer upper and such.
It's mean. It's mean to not mean what you mean. And a side of applesauce, please.
And with that, she is gone.
Victorian Doctor Phrenology ASMR? I have no clue what that might entail. Okay. Who could we talk to? Keith. Oh, Keith. Sorry. Ah,
Hello,
yes.
It's nice to see you again.
Hello, Mr. Keith, the sociopath. How are you doing today? I love analyzing this guy so much. Scuffedly, obviously. But, like, yeah. Hello, dear owner. He's probably, you know, using this language to make us, like, you know, have us lower our guard, like making it known to us that, like, oh yes, I treat you with the highest respect. Like, I have nothing but respect for you. Yeah.
I'm Wintriste Frankie.
You don't need to call me owner.
Ah, but of course. Forgive me for my old-fashioned habits.
Old-fashioned habits. He could... Yeah, that could also be from... him... I was gonna say, it could also be, like, from him talking to the previous owners. And, like owners of the house, and then him having to address them as owners. But then I remembered, wait, that does not make sense. Considering... like... this is only possible because we had the ℙ𝕗𝑤𝑒𝑖𝑑𝑎 does. And so this is, you know, most likely an excuse for what he... for, like, you know, being wrong. Or, like, for us reacting the way that we did. Of, like, oh, no, don't do that. Haha. Can you talk to the safe? Here's the thing with Sophia. I don't know if I want to skip her in New Game Plus or not, because of the fact. Because of the fact that the only tidbit of like her, I guess, lore or like something that I can analyze is at the very, very end, at the relationship decider point.
Glad you dropped by.
Everything else is just like roleplay. So like, yeah, I've been contemplating that. I don't know what to do for Sophia.
I've just been here relaxing on Abel's broad back. I've convinced him to accept my presence.
Convinced him to accept my presence?
Convinced me? Oh, Keith, you're more than welcome.
However, here's the thing. Keith did have to do convincing, you know? This whole act. He's acting. He is... Everything that he's doing is an act.
I'm lucky to have someone as wise and knowledgeable about the home history round.
You're too kind, Abel.
Yeah, he's probably like... home history around. Maybe deciphering Abel's character, seeing like what he might like the most, what will help him... What might help Keith... What's it called? What might help Keith have the most success of, you know, obtaining what he wants, which is to stay on Abel here.
He's wonderful, isn't he? I confess, it's been marvelous just to be out from under that rug.
Strategic such strategic conversations.
Now that
oh
I'm
my
here,
gosh, I'm so
I'd
sleep
love for us
deprived.
to get to know one another. For my part, I am, as they say, an open book.
Really now, Keith? I wonder. But yeah, he's saying that in order for us to lower our guard.
Is there anything I can tell you about myself?
So, wait, how long were you under there actually?
I have asked myself the same question time and time again.
Also, I do know that, you know, obviously dissecting each line individually, trying to find like, oh, like, no, this is definitely on purpose because XYZ reason. Like, as fun as it is definitely not realistic at all. Because even though, like, Keith is a sociopath, or, like, has ASPD... Because, okay, I'm also saying that because of the fact that Skylar literally says it. Like, in content-aware mode. That, like... What's it called? Yeah, even like for a sociopath, like you can't strategically monitor every single line that you say. Yeah, and so me dissecting every single line is just kind of for fun. And for this one, I shall dissect it as like he might be stalling in order to come up with like an excuse. An excuse, or like, you know, a reasonable explanation, not an excuse, my bad.
Those were dark times, and I had plenty of opportunities to wonder at it. However, I've come to the conclusion that some questions may never be answered.
We do know that this is part of his whole play in order to gain access to the internet stuff. You know, like we have Mac come along, help us with that. Did you do something? What? Did the previous owner lose you?
I suppose that's possible, but I doubt it.
But why?
It would appear I was placed there intentionally.
Oh? Also, he's saying this as a setup to the plot of like, oh, we need to investigate this with him.
I myself have no recollection of the initial incident.
That is so strange. I don't know if... Hold on, do I even know how to romance this guy? Okay, that's strange. I keep on forgetting that I need to like
it was so long ago.
do that. Because this is an all love ending save.
Anything else you'd like to know about me?
Yeah. Hold on, wait. Actually, how old are you?
How old do you think I am?
119? Because this is the only one that doesn't have a question mark?
Precisely. I've seen a lot. But I feel as young as I ever did.
I wonder if this was actually the right answer or not. Like, I wonder if he says the same thing to everything else. Because of the fact that, like, I guess it... Like, if it doesn't really matter, there's, like, no point in having this be some sort of, like... It's like, if it doesn't really matter to his thing, then he could just, you know, lie about it rather easily. Huh. You don't... Okay, I guess I will choose, like, the flirty option. Okay. Please, Pain. I just want to be friends with everyone. Again, whenever I say this, like, I'm not actually complaining. I'm having a lot of fun. It's just, yeah. Oh my god. You don't look a day over 30, Keith.
And I am plenty functional, if you know what I mean.
Huh? No. As a key, you can unlock things. Yeah.
Keys do not age as most objects do. Anything else you'd like to know about me?
I mean, I think that's about it for now. Anything you'd like to ask me?
Why, yes. Hopefully I'll get to know a lot about you in the future. But for starters, how about a few basics, eh?
Okay.
Like, do you prefer blondes, brunettes, or something else?
I don't really have a preference. Right. I should flirt with him. Okay. Oh, I'm a sucker for the silver fox, actually.
Oh.
Keith blushes, breaking
Oh
your
my
gaze
gosh.
to contemplate something off to the side.
Well then. All right. How about another question? Do you believe in destiny?
Our fates are sealed. I'm assuming this doesn't mean, like, you know, Keith and the players' fates. I think it's still okay for me to choose, like, no, the future is open for me to decide.
Wonderful. Open is how we like things around here.
Did it because he's a key and so he unlocks things and he makes it open.
Oh, sorry.
What else do I want to know?
And also, that's funny. Like, it's also funny because, like, open is how we like things around here. By, like, you know, being an open person. By being an open person, by, you know, sharing everything, you know, like an open book. However, all of this is an act. He is not open whatsoever. Or, I mean, perhaps there could be some, you know, some half-truths sprinkled in there. Will we ever know what those are, though? Probably not.
Ah, do you think of yourself as traditional or open-minded?
What would he like here? What would he like here? If keys don't age, then probably traditional, but also... Or maybe this doesn't matter. I'm hoping that it does not matter. I'm just gonna say open-minded.
That is how you stay young, you know. How about just one more question for now? Forgive me for the boldness, but where do you keep your cash?
I like how... I like how this question was asked like at the very end, right? Because it's all a deliberate ruse, setting up the player to, you know, lower their guard a bit with the other two questions, like lower their guard, and then because like they already have their guard lowered, they're like, oh yeah, like I can tell him this, or they might not even know, like they might not even really process just how dangerous this could be. No, it's just like, you know, when you get into just the tub of like tunnel of shoot of like, you know, you keep on answering questions and questions and questions and questions to the point where like you just kind of expect them, and then you answer them kind of like haphazardly, not haphazardly, but just, you know, it becomes easier for you to answer them. Maybe you make a few mistakes along the way. It could also be that. Either way, yeah, all of this is a very deliberate ruse, so that he can know this. Like I'm gonna tell you.
Brilliant! Now, as you know, I am a master of opening things up.
As you are, Key, yep.
But I am equally a master of locking things shut.
As you are a Key, yes.
And you've just passed a test of mine to ensure you're keeping your secrets safe.
Freak, I got too immersed again. Oh my gosh, wait. Oh, maybe I should have told him right away because for the love ending. Shoot. Surely it'll be fine. I'll just save after.
Well done. And for the record, you ought to keep it in the
that
safe.
did show up though.
Just in case.
And like he's suggesting this because guess what? With his realization, he steals it from the safe. He knows that our cash is in the safe. He knows the pin. And so, he steals it. Or like, he somehow finds the pin for it. So yeah, good call, like, I'll move it there now. Basically, both of these options are just like, I'll move it there and like, yeah, like, it's... yeah, that's a smart idea, actually. I definitely do that. Smile.
Ah. A common place for stashers to stash things.
Shoot. I got too immersed again. Oh no.
Unfortunately, also a common place searched by crooks.
I should have said like, okay, I'll move it there now. Frick. Hopefully it's okay.
Now, I must say that with age comes a need to manage energy more efficiently, and I am feeling a bit tired. I'll need to rest.
I'm still young and I feel exhausted. I am so sleep deprived. Oh no. Surely, of course, is an okay option.
I hope you'll come and see me soon. There is much that I can tell you. Things that will prove quite valuable to you, I think.
Candies! Candy. Also, I know that this is literally just like one day, right? However, because of the fact that it's really late and I don't want to be like disturbing others, and also the fact that I do need to wake up early, I think that I am going to just like, oh no, and like I am going to end stream like after this last one. I know, I feel so bad. I actually feel so bad because it's like not only was I freaking what 6 hours like delayed the stream by like 6 hours because of like doing IRL things, but now it's like when I did stream it's only for it was only for like an hour and a half, but I don't know. Who could we talk to that we haven't? Maggie Sinclair. Ah, right, Sinclair. Mr. Drug-Induced Psychosis Man. Let's do that. Oh, why are you on? Okay. Mr. Sinclair.
You're back!
I'm back! Yeah, tell me your story, Sinclair.
It all happened one rainy night on the north side of ℚ𝕙𝓮𝓮 City.
So like... I should have done my research about drug-induced psychosis and like what might entail with that. Because the only thing I know about disorganized speech as a symptom of schizophrenia, which by the way, extremely different things. He does not have schizophrenia. Is the fact that it's not what's it called? It's like you say things that seem like it makes sense, like, and it does make sense to you. Like if you are the person who's suffering from it, like it does make sense to you. It feels so very real to you. However, to everyone else, like a lot of like, sure, some parts could make sense, but also like a lot of parts don't. It's kind of like you're making sense, but you're really not at the same time with like the words that you're saying.
The tough side. I'd stayed late at the office because I had extra work to do before the holidays.
So, okay, you stayed at you stayed late at your job as an insurance claims adjuster? You know what, go on.
Well, when I left, I was feeling a bit low, so I went out to a local bar.
Oh?
It's called the Banana Club. They make a mean Shirley Temple. Heavy pour.
But I thought Shirley Temples were. By the way, a Shirley Temple is a mocktail, I think. I think. Meaning that it doesn't have any alcohol in it. And so like he's saying this because it's like he got drunk out like off of Shirley Temples. But that's not possible. Is the Banana Club a real place? I don't know. Is ℚ𝕙𝓮𝓮 City, Florida a real place? I don't know. Huh. Then what happened?
I should have known better. After I'd had about 7 of them, I went out for a stroll. I don't know where I was going.
I do know that for like victims of psychosis, it's like those who have psychosis. Here's one thing that like, yeah, you really need to know about it is the fact that it feels so real to them. And so we know that Sinclair is having drug-induced psychosis. And so therefore like he genuinely does believe that he is a human who what's it called? Like he does genuinely believe he's a human that went through all of these things. Like this is all making sense to him. It's very, very real to him.
Just trekking the streets with my dog. Suddenly, I came upon a fine dining establishment called the Questionable Dandelion.
And we know that the Questionable Dandelion is actually like a place. Right?
They've got an incredible buffet.
Ooh!
Lots of strange ingredients from all around the world. They're always trying new things.
Okay.
Like ℚ𝕚𝕚𝕚 berries.
ℚ𝕚𝕚𝕚 berries?
And Jimson weed cupcakes.
Naturally. I don't know if this is real But like the ℙ𝕤𝕤𝙡𝙡 thing isn't.
They also sell
Or like really
ℙ𝕤𝑙
like this
out of
word,
pint, the
outworld.
headache medicine.
And we know that ℙ𝕤𝕤𝙡 is actually a real medicine in this world as well. Okay, I'm tracking this, I think.
Anyway, I ate my fill and went on my way. That's when things started to get weird.
So then is that when it happened?
I was walking around, or sort of drifting, or rather, floating, or I guess you could say I was making my way about town.
Making my way downtown, walking fast.
Aimlessly, you see?
I'm getting that, yeah?
You're very perceptive.
Oh, thank you. I pride myself on it, so tell me what happened.
Well, I came across an alley I had never noticed before.
Mm-hmm.
It was dark, and had a rather threatening look about it.
Oh?
So naturally, I went down it.
Ah, as one does, yep. What anyone might do.
I wandered down the alley and came to a door, lit by a red light.
Yeah?
I opened it and found a long hall, at the end of which was a sort of booth. And in this booth was a fortune teller. She was wearing a fantastic red shirt, not unlike the one you're sporting.
Wait. Hold on. This kind of gives us a big clue to solving the mystery, huh? Because, like, we only know this because of the fact that, like, you know, we have the DLC. But basically, it's, for his whole thing, Sinclair, he's experiencing drug-induced psychosis by the ℙ𝕤𝕤𝙡 that we we poured down the sink or something. It somehow got into the sink after we had like the ℙ𝕤𝕤𝙡𝙚, I think is what I'm getting at. And so, fortune teller wearing fantastic red shirt, basically, you know, like we're the ones who dumped the medicine in.
Although it could have easily been more of a chartreuse. I can't tell, I'm tone deaf.
A fortune teller?
Yes, her name was Vagabonda the Sinclairius. She was wearing a fantastic red shirt, not unlike the one you're sporting.
You just
sorry
said that.
I keep harping on the shirt, but it was absolutely fantastic.
Thanks, Sinclair. I appreciate
She
it.
spread out a deck of strange cards and asked me to select one.
Okay, strange how?
They were business cards.
Oh. Well, I see.
I chose at random, and the card I picked turned out to be the Ace of Spades.
Wait, hold on. I thought you just said that they were business cards. What?
The Ace of Spades is a bespoke shovel manufacturer based in Crumple, Michigan. The owner's name is Ace.
Ah, you know what? I should have known.
He does great work. Vagabonda snatched the card back from me and said, "Not that one!"
Maybe this is referring to... I don't know, I'm kind of like grasping at straws here. Maybe this is referring to like... Okay, questionable dandelion. We got that. Business cards. Business cards, Ace of Spades. Oh! Like we were tearing up business cards, maybe? For some reason, throwing them in the sink. And then, like, we mixed up an Ace of Spades card from, like, regular deck pile, like a regular card deck, into the business cards. And so when we realized, we took it out. Because Vagabonda does seem to be us. Being like, no, not that one, because that one is useful.
Turns out she had her rewards program on the back. 12 stamps and you get a free spade.
I lied. Maybe that wasn't it. Probably shouldn't have had that one in there.
We agree! Besides, she only had 2 stamps. So I snatched it back from her again, and we had a bit of a row, and I...
Oh, as in like the car was like going down the drain already, and so like we were trying to like get it up, like snatch it up.
I'm sorry. God damn, that is a nice shirt.
Okay, thanks, Sinclair.
I guess that wasn't a very good start to our fortune-telling session. I think that's why she cursed me.
She cursed you? How do you figure?
Because right afterward, she said, "Martin, that wasn't a very good start to our fortune-telling session."
But where did the name Martin Applegate come from?
I'm going to curse you because of it. And then she cursed me.
Okay, curse you how?
She waved what looked like a magic wand. Although, to be honest, it could have easily been a bagel of some sort.
Oh, okay.
And then said, "Martin, I doom you now to become a detestable object.
No!
I transform you thusly, so that you may go home and think about what you've done."
Go home and think about what you've done. Confused a wand for a bagel. So we had a bagel somewhere. I don't know how the bagel might fit in.
She wasn't above a bad pun.
And then you became a sink.
And then I became a sink. Now
Dang.
you find me as I am, trapped in this porcelain prison.
Dang.
All I want to do is return to my old life, to stroll the streets of ℚ𝕗𝓮𝓮 City once more. Not a care in the world. Oh, how I long for it. Please, won't you help me? Sudsy and I would be oh so grateful if you could get to the bottom of what's going on here and return us to our proper forms. Will you?
Yeah, of course. I'll do everything I can, Sinclair.
Oh, joy! If you want to help to get to the bottom of all this, I might suggest you seek out someone who is in the business of solving unsolvable mysteries.
Ooh.
Or just go see if Vagabond of the Sinclairius is willing to undo her curse for a free shovel.
Ooh, I think I know just the magnifying
He
glass.
stands there silent and unmoving until you finally leave.
Oh. Okay, bye, Sinclair. Ding. Okay. But yeah, I am so sorry for such the short stream and the fact that we only did one night. But it's like, yeah, I kind of want to have like at least some sleep, you know. And yeah, it's very late for me. I need to recharge. And so, I will be finishing up Andy and Lele on Saturday. Okay, yeah, Saturday and Sunday, the times will be accurate because of the fact that I'm not doing anything. Like, I'm not doing anything for the weekend. So, like, it's just regular. I will be streaming at 7 p.m. EDT for those days. And then after that will be my new schedule up until like the new year, which is it's very similar to what I have like regularly. Like, obviously this week is an exception, but yeah, with a few minor changes. So in that case, again, I'm so sorry for the delay, for such a delay, a long delay, and for like such a short stream, but I'm gonna go. I am so sleepy. But yeah, thank you so much for those who came by today. Thank you so much for chatting. Thank you for all your support. Yeah, and yeah, I shall see you on Saturday. Okay, bye bye.